Good afternoon. This is the Saturday edition of the Daily Blooms. We have a sun-blessed day today. The temperatures is in the 60s with brilliant sunshine. Snow is melting fast. We're going to look at a few orchids today. Some that I've touched on before, but some new ones that are in bloom. This one here is a species Cattleya that I got, 3 weeks ago, I think, at Marlowe Orchids in Scottsville at their open house. Scottsville is near Rochester, New York. And this is a beautiful species. It's a standard size mature plant. Certainly is one of my favorite accusations. I look forward to it growing well. This one has been so popular. This came from Marble Branch Farms, which is in South Carolina. It is a cross, his own cross, I believe, and I think it's very hard to make out the tag. I can't seem to get it focused right so you can make out the cross. And I see, let me see if I can tell you what it is. It's a, I don't know, Stephanie Travesky Paradise. It's a very beautiful plant. I've had it 2 years, I think, maybe 2.5. This is the first time it's bloomed for me. And I'm getting requests if I have any more, and this is the only one I have, I'm afraid. I don't know if Marble Branch Farms still have any or not. Anyway, here's a nice Oncidium that I mounted a few months ago, a white one. We're going to pause here and go to the plant room where I have some more out in bloom. And here is my plant room. This is where I started my orchids and everything before I got the greenhouse. I converted this little room into a plant room with shelving and T8 lights. It's quite appropriate. It's almost as warm and as humidity as the greenhouse. Plants like it in here. There's a small Oncidium in bloom with another Oncidium and spike. Another Oncidium and spike. I have lots of Oncidiums and spike. I usually bring my mounted orchids in here before they make it to the greenhouse. There's one that I got from Ecuagenera back in, when was it, November, I believe, when they had their conference up there, Niagara Frontier Orchid Society. And it's bloomed. This is the second bunch of blooms, and it's got another little leaf starting on it up there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but in here I usually bring my mounts before they go out to the greenhouse, especially this time of the year. This little mini I featured earlier when the one bloom was out. Now we have both of them out. Very nice little mini. This is a beauty that I've had quite a while. I don't know just what the name of that is, or if I can even get to the tag. I guess it's back here. This is from Orchids by Hauserman. Free Spirit Eric. It's a mini. No, I guess it's a compact. I don't know. I guess it's a compact. Nice plant. It's bloomed numerous times. Here is a beautiful one just opened today, and I had to do a little surgery on this because the bud was trapped down bent into the underneath the sheath under the leaf, and I had to do a little surgery before it blasted to get it loose. But it looks like it's not the worst for wear, and turned out quite nice. This is a pretty one I've had a couple years, and that came from Marlowe Orchids. The name of this one, you can see on the back there, is Hawaiian Prominus America. That's a beautiful one. It's bloomed for me numerous times. I think it blooms a couple times, maybe 3 times a year. Rest of them up here are just plants that I'm going to be mounting. A lot of them just are waiting for go get out to the greenhouse. Here's another one in a basket. It's going to be in bloom here pretty quick. Guess we'll pause again and go to our final location is in the front living room, where I have some in bloom. So here we are in my front living room, and this does not get much sun until mid-spring. Then all summer it gets sun, but other than that, plants like it. It's bright. There's some mini phals that I've mounted that are in bloom. Actually, this is the second mount that I did when I started mounting plants. I have a couple Neophoneicias in here. There's a beautiful plant that came from Marlowe Orchids. It's got like 5 plants on it. It was a lovely purchase. This is another mini phals that I just bought prior to Valentine's Day and put them on that mount. I really like mini phals on mounts. Here's a Emerald Isle that's in bud. Buds look a little strange, but I guess that might be the way it is. I don't know. It'll be the first time it's bloomed for me. I'll be curious to see what they look like. There's a beautiful white one that's similar to the one that's out in the greenhouse. That one just says a Cattleya hybrid on it. Nothing else. Did come from Rochester. It came from Marlowe Orchids 20 years ago or more. This one, I was going to show you the tag. It is LL Gold Digger Buttercup. I do believe it came from Orchids by Hauserman, but I'm not really sure. So anyway, this is Dave, and until Wednesday, we'll see you. Have a nice day. Thanks for viewing. So long. Subscribe and comment. I'd be pleased to hear from you. Until then, Wednesday, so long.